Hello, my name is Monica Jones. I am 46 years old and I am positive for Huntington's disease. I was diagnosed in November 2024, and if you don't know, Huntington's disease is a terminal neurological degenerative disease for which there's currently no cure, but there is hope. I've decided to put together a small series of videos mainly as a guideline for my children or family members who to help them along their path if any of them are happen to be HD positive as well in the future, can look back and kind of see the steps that I went through and track the progress of this disease. So it's kind of like just a video blog, video diary of my journey with Huntington's disease for my family. Okay. What it's like being HD positive. Well, I have made a peace with it now, but I do have moments where, I go through fear. I have times when the thought of me not being able to support myself, and I'm fiercely independent. So knowing that eventually my body is going to be incapable of me supporting myself, I think that, that's something I do still need to come to terms with. That one's a little bit rough. Understanding that I'm going to have cognitive changes, that I'm going to have memory lapses and certain things like that in the future. That, I think, I'm a little bit more accepting of. But all in all, I'm accepting of this disease. I've had a very long time to process it. My mother is HD positive, as her father was and her sister was. So this is something that I've had a lot of time in seeing it in my mother, and I've had a lot of time to process it with her before I tested myself. Okay. I am glad that I got tested because I am a proactive person. And the thing about getting tested is there's some symptoms that happen well before the physical symptoms manifest. For instance, there are mood swings that can be associated with Huntington's disease, and I personally have been experiencing those mood swings. I'm currently taking a medication called Vraylar. I'm on 1.5 milligrams. I take it Monday through Friday, and I off on the weekends with my medicine. But this medication has tremendously helped me with the mood swings. I was very irritated. I was easily upset. I had a fuse about this short. So, I'm able to get my emotions under control and help to regulate that. So, I'm glad that I'm doing that. And I wouldn't have known, to do that if I didn't go ahead and test for Huntington's now, even though I'm not having any physical symptoms. The other reason I'm glad that I'm tested early is I have a whole team of doctors behind me. I go to the Huntington Center for Excellence in Cleveland, and I see my neurologist every 6 months. So the second that any other symptoms manifest, the very second that they manifest, I'm going to be able to get on it and get medicated immediately, and stay on top of these issues. They do have medication that can help to control the chorea, which is the erratic movements with Huntington's. So like as soon as I start showing any physical symptoms, I'm going to get on that kind of medication immediately and help to minimize my symptoms as much as I possibly can. So I'm glad that I got tested. I'm glad that I'm staying on top of it. And I think by the time I do start to manifest physical symptoms, I would have had enough time to absorb this, to enough time being in with clinicians to where I can have a full understanding of what's happening, and I'm just prepared. I'm preparing. There are preparations I'm taking right now for the changes that I'm going to go through here in the future, which in future videos I'll go in detail, what kind of lifestyle adaptive things that I'm doing in order to make it easier for me to transition into, into Huntington's, and just the things that I'm doing right now to prepare myself as much as possible for, the physical and the mental decline that's going to happen with this. Okay, so this is just like the initial introductory video, and I think the next video that I'm going to do will be testing for Huntington's, like how to go about that process and what to expect, for the blood test, and maybe even what to expect if you do get a positive diagnosis, what to do from there. So that will be on the next video, and yeah, so I'm just gonna keep posted, and like I said, this is for my family and anybody else that it can help. Actually, anybody else that it can help, like can come along this journey with me. Again, oh yeah, my Huntington, my CAG count is 42, so, which is kind of low, and I'm hoping that and I'm 46 years old. It is currently April. I just had another neurological appointment last week, so I'm still in the clear physically, but yeah, that's where I'm at, and thank you, and I will see you on the, look forward to the next video. Okay, thank you. Have a good one.